ABC Sports College Football, in association with the College Football Association and the SEC, present Tennessee at 5-1 and the 5-0 Alabama Crimson Tide.
Play in the huddle that time, and keep your eye on David Palmer. They go to the lead, and Lee can't get to it. And the clock stops with 30 seconds to go. It's going to be 4th down and 10. Davis providing the coverage on the corner again for Tennessee. Roderick Malone coming in now with the last gasp effort for Alabama. It's 28-game winning streak on the line.
More important than the touchdown right now is the first down. They have to get down to the 8.
He got it. Lee stopped at the 1-yard line.
23 seconds left. Clock stops again and move the chain. Parker's got to get him up right now. He's got to go to the clock play and just down it.
They want to stop it. Stalling signaling to ground the ball.
That's the clock play signal. He's got to step up and just throw it down.
They're 6 inches from the end zone. And confusion down on the field. The whistles go before the ball is even snapped.
I tell you, that was dangerous. Parker fumbled the snap.
Before the snap, timeout, White. Tennessee takes a timeout with 23 seconds to go in the game.
That surprises me. Alabama was still in a panic situation going.
Welcome everyone to Legion Field in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm Mark Jones along with Tim Brandt. And it's the 3rd Saturday in October, this one developing into another classic. Tennessee leads by 8 points with 23 seconds to go. I'm Mark Jones with Tim Brandt. It's 1st down and goal at the goal. Parker over the top. Touchdown.
Orchestrated a terrific drive here and then capped it off with this quarterback sneak. 11 plays, 82 yards, a minute and 23 seconds. The key, they kept getting first downs. The clock had to stop to move the chains. Now, Alabama has to go for 2 to tie this game, and Alabama is attempting it for the first time this year.
And this is it. Their 28-game winning streak on the line. Their 7-game winning streak against Tennessee on the line. David Palmer in at quarterback. He's a former high school quarterback. And a timeout down on the field charged against.
Timeout. Not only was Palmer a high school quarterback, but they ran the wishbone. Has not lost to Tennessee since 1985. They've got the longest win streak in the country. 28 wins in a row. Defending national champs. And here comes the 2-point conversion.
Going to keep it. It's a tie game.
We're tied.
He made it look easy, Tim.
Great speed, terrific athlete. Look at the blocking on the corner. They just sealed everybody off. There's no way they can get a speed merchant like Palmer if there's no one outside.
David Palmer leads the SEC in all-purpose yardage, none more important than these.
This is a terrible breakdown defensively by Tennessee. There's no way Palmer's coming up the middle.
The game.
expired. That's it.
The third Saturday in October ends the same way it began. Tied. What a classic.
Unless something happens to Florida State, this tie is big as far as the defending national champions are concerned.
Welcome to the Gator Bowl in Jacksonville, Florida. ABC Sports College Football presents the CFA, and today it's a battle in the Southeastern Conference between the Gators of the University of Florida and the Georgia Bulldogs. It is raining right.
Four wide receivers in the game for Georgia. They spread the field. Here's the shovel pass again to Shannon Mitchell. The clock will stop. That's a Georgia first down. And we have seen that shovel pass at least a half a dozen times today by Ray Goff and this Georgia offensive team. And Shannon Mitchell is turning in the afternoon of a lifetime.
Georgia pulls this out. Shannon Mitchell will be one major reason why.
They are at the 36-yard line. First and 10. Eric Zier across the middle again to Shannon Mitchell. He's whacked immediately by Darren Hambrick. Good positive yardage for Georgia. They cannot stop the clock unless they get out of bounds or get a first down. Inside 30 seconds. Eric Zier steps up, batted down again at the line of scrimmage. Ellis Johnson once again. That is the third time today Ellis Johnson has batted down a ball. And that is the biggest.
Eric Zier was upset on that play. He was running over, pointing downfield. I think he felt one of his pass receivers were held on that play.
Georgia doesn't go back to the huddle. I don't know why not.
Yeah, they can.
The clock
call a play. You're right. But they're in their 2-minute offense right now.
With 23 seconds remaining, Eric Zier. No pressure from Florida, and Florida will give him that one all day. Jerry German. And there's Darren Hambrick again with his second successive tackle.
But the spot was crucial on that play because it gave Georgia a first down and stops the clock with 16 seconds left.
Again, no timeouts for Georgia. 13 seconds left. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, you have to look back on the 2 missed field goals that have hurt Georgia now, and the fact that they absolutely have to get the football in the end zone. And then they'll make a decision about whether to go for 2 or not. But Ron Zook has been on a lot of pressure, especially the last couple of weeks, trying to get his defensive secondary to play well. And he'll take anything at this point. An interception, a batted ball.
You don't let anybody behind you.
No, you
Florida
don't.
will rush 3, drop 8. Eric Zier works the middle of the field. Is it a catch? Yes, it is. With 7 seconds, the clock will stop. That's a first down. Hassan Graham. And Zier will almost certainly kill the ball. He does. 5 seconds left. And Georgia gets 1 play. Well, how's this for a finish to a ball game? 82,000 people on hand here at the Gator Bowl, and I do not see a lot of traffic on the roads outside. I don't think anybody's left.
Well, you've got
Ron Zook trying to get everybody off the field. Florida's got some personnel confusion. Here's the ball game, folks. It's a touchdown for Georgia. Jerry German. We've got a flag on the field. There is a flag on the field.
If it's against Florida, the touchdown stands. Timeout being called by Florida, and now you have to wonder if Ray Goff is going to go for 2 points.
Timeout, Florida.
Florida's taking a timeout. Jerry German on a slant over the middle. Kind of a post route, and Eric Zier fired that ball right in there for the touchdown.
Operator, put 5 seconds back on the clock.
Well, that play started with 5 seconds.
We need an explanation from Dick Burleson here. The touchdown has not been posted on the board. It appears.
The Florida defender calls timeout. You can see the timeout is called right before the play, and that play was negated. There was no play because of a Florida timeout. Good job picking that up.
Yeah, that play never took place. There was no indication there was a flag initially on the field.
That was Anthony Lott, which may be his biggest defensive play of the year.
Well, here we go again. Georgia, the last play of the game. Zier to the end zone. That's out of bounds.
Oh, a late penalty flag.
That's Anthony Lott, the Florida defender, working on Hassan Graham. And this is as goofy an ending to a football game as you're going to see.
Well, if it is pass interference, it'll be half the distance to the goal line, and Georgia will get one more play with no time on the clock.
It cannot end. A game cannot end with a defensive penalty.
Anthony Lott involved in 2 plays, 2 very strange plays with the timeout. And watch, Zier's trying to get the ball to his receiver in the end zone. That's Hassan Graham. And there's a little pushing and shoving, enough to get a flag.
Well, Lott's playing the receiver, not playing the ball at all. That's a fatal error. But
now Lott's arguing that the ball could not have been caught in bounds.
Well, an interesting point there. The official who was right on it did not throw the flag. That came in from behind.
It came in from the line judge or the head linesman. You're right, because the side judge over there did not throw the flag. He might have been looking at feet and hands on the reception and not the interference.
Okay, let's set this up. No time left on the clock. One play for Georgia from the 2-yard line. In the shotgun is Zier. He goes to the end zone. Incomplete, attempting for Jeff Thomas. Florida wins the ball game 33-26. After an apparent touchdown to Jeff Thomas, negated because Florida had called a timeout right before the snap.
Jeff Thomas was open on this play. The ball was just thrown behind him, and you can see Eric Zier agonize because he had an open receiver on that play.
The Chevrolet most valuable players of this game are Eric Rett.
Zier was 36 for 65 for 384 yards and 2 touchdowns.
The Florida Gators run their string to 4 in a row as they...
It's been raining since Friday morning, but it's holding off a little bit, it seems. Welcome to a muggy and wet Jordan-Hare Stadium college football Saturday. It's the Tigers all over the 39-yard field goal attempt near the left hash. Andre LaFleur.
Good job by the Auburn defense. Prevented the touchdown.
He hits it beautifully. No problem. 23-9, LSU with a 2-touchdown lead. And it comes 43 seconds into the 4th quarter. LaFleur and the Bayou Bengals getting the job done, and the upset continues to brew in Auburn. Pressure, and they almost blocked the kick of Terry Daniel. Eddie Kennison is back there all alone. Look at that, he gets away from about 5 or 6 of them, and he's out to the 29.5-yard line. Harold Morrow, the tackle. 11 of 26 for 186 today. He's got 4 receivers to throw to on 3rd and 9. He'll drop with time. Lots of time. But he throws it into traffic. Intercepted by Ken Elvis. And he's inside the 5. He will score!
Demopolis, Alabama. Actually, he's playing because Otis Mounds tore up his knee.
Kennison and Besh, the wide men. A fake draw. Howard up the middle. Intercepted again! Fred Smith! And he will score!
On both wide receivers. Jamie Howard had threaded the needle so many times today, tried to do it again, but Fred Smith stepped in front.
And this game is tied. Fred Smith, all SEC 2 years ago. Hard attempt. No real angle to worry about. And he's got it right down the middle. LSU has the lead back. That's a great drive. A clutch drive. And the big question now is, Auburn's defense couldn't get him any points. What's the offense going to do now?
Well, you know, now the offense has to produce something, and hopefully that's Chris Shelling. It may be a cramp. They can't do without him at the present time, although they do have
2nd and 8 at the 17. Bootleg. Howard has to get rid of it. And he does out of the flank to Todd Burks. He takes the hit, stays in bounds, which is the main thing he wanted to do. And he's very close to the first down. 3rd down and 4 at the 32. Howard with time. Into traffic. Intercepted. Brian Robinson. He will score.
By the Auburn defense. Great job by the Auburn defense.
Unbelievable. The defense in the secondary has done it again. And this time the extra point is good. And it's 30-26 Auburn with a minute 55 remaining. A 3rd and 4. If LSU sits on the football and kicks it away, they got a great chance to win. Auburn has no timeouts left. A wobbly pass into traffic, and it was gone. Mike Pelton may have gotten a piece of it. And look at that escort, Tim.
Yeah, and I don't think they went with 5 defensive backs that time. You see Freddie Smith, I think I see Miska in there.
That looked like an aircraft carrier getting about 5 battleships to go alongside.
What a
right
play.
to Pater.
What a play. And you'd think you'd have the game locked up at that point, right?
You would think so.
But you're still in the frying pan.
2nd down and 10. Here they come. Up the middle. Intercepted! It's Brian Robinson again. He fumbles the ball. And will it stay in? LSU has a chance to recover. And it looks like one of their offensive linemen has grabbed it. Number 79 is Marcus Price. So LSU is not dead yet with 51 seconds to go.
And Wilson strips the ball, and they're still alive with 44 seconds left.
At the 46-yard line of Auburn. Howard Up top. What a catch. Eric Smith. That'll move the chains. The clock is stopped momentarily with 29 seconds remaining. Nobody has timeouts left. All LSU can do is throw incompletions or move the chains to stop the clock. Now he goes long to the left side. And the ball is intercepted by Chris Schelling. His second of the day. And by goodness, that should do it for Auburn, but we're not sure. Unbelievable day by the LSU offense against this Auburn defense. 7 turnovers.
Decision to throw the ball down this sideline. Schelling is experiencing leg cramps. You got a real speedster in Eric Smith who knows how to go up for the ball, but Schelling comes down with the big play, secures the victory for Auburn here as the clock ticks away at 10. 14 victories in a row for Terry Bowden. This has got to have been, well, besides the Alabama game, the most exciting.
Auburn wins it with incredible defense. 30-26. Gurley Holman has got to be terribly disappointed. Maybe devastated would be a good word. They had the ball so much today, and they gave it up 7 different times. 14-0. It's one they'll remember for a long time on the plains of southeastern Alabama. We're back after this from your local SEC stations as Auburn wins it.
Yeah, I would throw it someplace else. Ronald Davis is, got 3 catches for the day. That's enough.
It'll be 3rd and goal from the 4. They've got to have the touchdown. 5 of Mississippi State's greatest victories ever in their history have come at the expense of the Volunteers. 3 of those in Knoxville, 2 in Memphis. They're looking for the first one on campus.
Now they've got Moles over on Terry Fair.
Davis cuts it back. He was headed for the end zone before he ran into a pile of players. Jackie Sherrill will use his final timeout. Fake to Davis. Tate. Touchdown! Kendall Wilkins, the tight end!
Was the old tight end delayed, Bob. Wilkins just hit out into the linebacker, then ran off to the side. Big play. Jackie Sherrill, of course, excited. Watch the big tight end. Sticks into Shane Burton, then drifts out into flat. Sanders can't get there in time, and he gets lost in the action. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Kind of hard to lose a tight end who's 6'2", 299, but he was lost long enough, and he has his 2nd career touchdown catch. Ball is coming down. Nobody touches it. Now it's on the ground. And the Bulldogs have it. Nobody from Tennessee took charge. A senior linebacker picked it up. Special teams players dream
dream about situations like that. And Mississippi State just has to run off the clock. Tennessee's turned it over 6 times. They do have 2 timeouts remaining.
Well, congratulations to the Bulldog staffs on offense. Bruce Arians, Ricky Black, Rick Christoffel, Jimmy Helms, and Denver Johnson. And on defense, Bill Clay, Pete Jenkins, Ken Pope, and Jim Tompkins in drive. And then in the second half, Mississippi State goes to the ground with that man right there, Michael Davis and McCrary leading the way, and a patchwork offensive line that just performed exceptionally well.
Kneeling on it again is Derek Tate, and it looks like the finest hour for the Bulldogs on campus in many years.
The Georgia Bulldogs prepare to take the field here at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Tonight, the stadium filled to capacity as the Alabama Crimson Tide, the number 10 ranked team in the nation, plays host to the Bulldogs of the University of Georgia. Hi, everybody. 28 Georgia, 26 Alabama. Georgia scored first tonight. They got the football back and started driving and then turned it over. Alabama came back and tied it, and we've been seesaw ever since. Short drop and pressure, and Barker tries to run. Breaks 1, 2, 3 tackles and is all the way down to the 38-yard line. What an effort.
Travis Stroud couldn't bring him down, number 66. But you're talking about loving the first team quarterback now.
Throws it complete. Tight end Tony Johnson.
They're in range now.
21 yards in the pass play. Now he did get knocked out of bounds, so it stops the clock at 1:38.
Now I would figure you give the ball to Sherman Williams a couple times. You want that clock to run down. The last thing, some height, he'll be in the middle. That's where you want to push. The offensive coaches from Georgia already have their thoughts of when Eric Sire comes back on the field.
32 yards. That's the distance of the attempt. He nailed it.
Hey, the fans are celebrating, but Gene Stallings' stomach is really up in his throat because Eric Sire still has 1:12 on the clock.
Here's the ball game.
Ron, I'd say the fans of Alabama will be on Jay Barker's side from here on in.
I should certainly hope so. I don't know what this young man needs to do to capture him, Mike. So Michael Proctor at 1:12 left in the ball game with a 32-yard field goal. And once again, our final score from Bryant-Denny Stadium in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. The Alabama Crimson Tide with a come from behind 29-28 victory.